All right, we're looking at island ironwood, which is in the genus Lionothamnus. Lionothamnus floribundus, subspecies Aspleniifolius. You'll find that on Santa Cruz Island, also on Santa Rosa and San Clemente. A different subspecies of this plant, but in many ways similar, is also found on Catalina Island. So just the 4 islands. Now, several million years ago, it was actually found on the mainland. These leaves are very distinctive, and they were found in the fossil record. But now it's found just on the Channel Islands, so it's considered a relic endemic compared to something that has evolved on its own on the islands. It's got a very distinctive leaf shape, as I mentioned. Some of the other interesting things about this plant is that it tends to grow on fault lines on Santa Cruz Island. Also, it doesn't reproduce very well from seed. You very seldom find seedlings of this plant. Normally, the way it reproduces is vegetatively, so it will sprout from a central system of roots and spread that way. That means really that most of the groves that you find on the islands are actually clones of themselves, sort of like creosote bush does in the desert, or quaking aspen. So often that's what you're finding is plants that are just clones of themselves and are not reproducing by seed. It can reproduce by seed. In horticulture, people have done that. They've collected large amounts of the seed, and a very small percentage of those seeds will actually sprout plants. So you'll often see these growing as street trees. On Santa Cruz Island, there's many groves of this plant. They're mostly on the north-facing slopes on igneous substrates, volcanic substrates. In Scorpion Canyon, I've seen these up the canyon a ways in the actual canyon itself, but also on the Montañón Trail. You'll find several examples of this plant. We're looking at the really impressive leaves on the Lionothamnus. This is an individual leaf here with 5 leaflets. So this plant is sometimes called the fern-leaved ironwood because, as you can see, the leaves do remind you of ferns. Also called the Santa Cruz Island ironwood, even though, as I say, you can find the subspecies on Santa Rosa and San Clemente Island. As a matter of fact, the subspecies of this is Aspleniifolius, which means leaves like the Asplenium fern. So again, owing to its fern-like looking leaves.